from Hillary High School. I have some questions about the economy. A lot of credit. Our first question is this: how do you know or find your credit score?
The way that we have done it in the past is we usually go to a bank, and normally they have some kind of promotion where if you open an account, they'll give you a free credit report. That is one way that we have done it. Another way is if you're applying for a loan or any other way. Traditionally, they will run your credit. However, they are not going to share the information with you because there are certain laws that protect that. If you actually want to view your credit information, you actually have to go through a accredited agency that is able to share that credit information. Then you have to sign all kinds of paperwork, sign your life away, and then they run the credit. That's the way that we have attended it in the past.
My second question is, how do you establish good credit?
In my opinion, the way that you establish good credit is to not accumulate debt. I think, in my point of view or my experience, debt is a good way to ruin your credit because living beyond your means and not being able to supplement those means by a form of income can leave you in a pretty dark place pretty quickly. So the way that I figure to establish good credit would be taking on finances and that you are able to support. Say a telephone bill. If you get a telephone bill that is $300 a month and you got 6 smartphones, but yet you only have a $200 allowance per month for that, that's living beyond your means. The debt starts to build up, you start to faulty in your payments, you accumulate bad credit. Your credit score drops. Like right now, my wife and I, we only share a single phone because we know if we purchase a second phone, we will not be able to meet those means with our income as it is now. So, and to avoid getting bad credit, we stay within our means. We stay with the one phone, and we do without. So I think one way of establishing good credit is living within your means.
My last question is this: how does credit work in our economy?
I think credit plays a big role in our economy at this day and age because in this day and age, the dollar bill ain't really worth anything. I mean, there's very little gold backing our currency, and everything is highly reliable upon a good name. If you do not have a good name, then you're reliant on funds that you have to accumulate yourself via cash, gold, stuff like that. And gold is really expensive. It's getting more and more each year, and that's because the American dollar is dropping in value. Just by natural inflation, it rises, or it drops 0.3% each year. So having good credit, you won't have to have those kind of perishables on hand. If you have a good name and people know that you are financially responsible, that you are able to live within your means and not accumulate such debt, then they're more liable to help you in, say getting a home loan. A couple of years ago, credit wasn't really too much of a thing, and people were buying houses that they really couldn't afford, but just because they had decent credit, or credit was not a factor in that, people were getting home loans that they shouldn't have. And well, we all know now that was a really bad thing because the housing bubble popped, a lot of people lost their homes, and the American dollar just plummeted. So, to answer your question, I think credit plays a very important part of our economy because pretty soon we're going to be owned by China, and our dollar is going to be in yen, and right now everything that we own is made in China, or some other agent or some other foreign country. So unless you're able to come up with produce your own perishable items, whether it be gold and jewelry or whatever thing that doesn't lose value like the American dollar, then yes, you are really going to need credit just to survive in this economy, because the economy is faltering anyway. So unless you want to go down with it, you either got to have good credit or you got to stockpile and